Spatchcocking a chicken may seem like a really weird thing to do. What it's going to do is reduce the amount of time that you have to cook it. It's going to make it easier to flip on the grill. It's going to make it something where you're not trying to balance cooking the side with more meat and then try and cook it on the other side. If you want to take this and split it into two half chickens, that's totally fine. Just cut it down the breastbone and make sure that you've got two even pieces. Big thing here to remember is after we put the spice rub on, we want to make sure that we oil it or spray it with a non-stick cooking spray before you put it on the grill. Make sure that heat is medium, not too high, because otherwise you'll burn your spices as you're getting some nice caramelization on the skin. And then always make sure to test it just a little bit before you pull it off so that it's not something where you rip off the skin and you leave all that flavor behind.
What a beautiful chicken, Joel. So why would I cut this in spatchcocking?
Well, there's a couple of different reasons. It cooks quicker, it cooks more even, and leaving it on the bone makes it a much more juicy and higher quality product.
Nice, that's awesome. Is grilling the only way that I can cook a spatchcock chicken?
No, of course not. You can bake it, you can roast it, you can grill it, or my favorite is deep frying.
Oh man, that sounds delicious. So grilling it, you've put it on the grill. How am I going to get this off?
Well, it's really important when you're cooking an entire chicken like this that you do not mess with it. You want to leave it on there for probably about 5 minutes to make sure that it sears completely before you start messing.
So how can I tell if it's ready to come off the grill? Like if I go to lift it, what am I looking for?
If it sticks at all, leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Got it. Okay. What if my fire is too hot? Like I'm using charcoal and the fat starts rendering. What am I going to do?
Well, first and foremost, you need to turn the grill down, and then you can move it. I always like to work with tongs, but also like to have a spatula just in case I need to go up underneath.
Spatula with a spatchcock, it makes sense. If I wanted to finish this all the way on the grill, I would grill it on one side and then flip it over. Can you talk a little bit about indirect heat and what that means?
Yes, of course. So, and actually, when I cook at home, I always leave half of my grill turned off. That way, it's still staying hot, but it's not producing a flame. Or you can actually flip it over. It's been about 5 minutes now.
Beautiful.
You got a nice char on that thing. You can flip it over, move it over to the indirect heat, shut your grill or cover it with a lid and continue to cook it that way.
Nice. What kind of temperature am I looking for if I close it?
You want it to be at about 250 to 300 degrees.
Very cool. And then when I'm using my probe thermometer to finish checking it, what temperature am I looking for right next to the bone?
165.
165, 180 on the thigh, right?
Yeah.
That's that dark meat that's going to take a little bit longer. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to making this for 4th of July. Thanks. Do you have any of this ready for us to try?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I do.
Oh, yes. I missed lunch. Great.
Get some new tongs.
Don't try this at home.
Well, there you have it.
I'm going to go get the coleslaw.
Heard that. Alright, let's cut this thing. So we've already gotten all the hard part done. So we're going to cut this into 4 pieces. So if you feel right down the center of the breast, you feel the bone, and you just want to go along that bone. One piece. You can leave the bone in. I always prefer to take it out. You don't want to have an accident. And then if you feel right down the middle here, you can see where it's separated. Alright, and there you have it. Spatchcock chicken. A 4th of July favorite.
Thanks, Chef.